Hello students. So here this is actually some questions, assignment 1 for basic geometry. This particular worksheet actually involve answering questions that deals with intersecting lines. So I believe you should have already done your work. So let us look through the solutions together to confirm that you have understood the lessons. Right? So these are the questions that you have been told to try. So let's begin. So the first question goes like this. Given that AOB and COD are straight lines, find the value of the unknown. So what is the unknown here? The unknown here is the variable A. It's right here. Right? So how do we go about that? Well, using some of the properties that we know with regards to intersecting lines, we can see, let me highlight for you, maybe change to maybe red pen. Okay, you can see that this line over here, okay, CD, and this line over here, AB, they intersect in this manner. Okay, so the angles opposite each other, they are actually of the same value. We are aware of that. Okay, so from here we can write down something like this. Angle AOD is equals to angle COB. And let's put down the reasons why they are equal, right? In this case, they are vertically opposite angles. Right, so once we have that, let's fill in the information we know. We have A degree plus 30 degrees plus 40 degrees equals to 117 degrees. Right, so that works out to A degrees is the same as 47 degrees. Now here, there's this distinction that we have to make, right? So if the question is asking us for the angle, we do have to provide the angle is a certain number of degrees. But in this case, they just want us to find the value of the unknown. They're asking us to find the value of A. So in this case, we can just say that A is actually the numerical value, 47. Alright, so that is the solution for the first one. Let's move on to the second one. So here we have another scenario where we have the three angles X, Y, and Z. They are lying on a straight line. So we are familiar with properties of a straight line, right? So we can say that X degree plus Y degree, let me undo that, plus Z degree is equals to 180 degrees. And we know the reason. The reason is because they are angles on a straight line, right? So we say that. Now, what we do know is that Y is actually the same as equals to X plus Z over here, right? So that means the X plus Z give us Y, right? That means here Y plus Y is 180 degrees, right? Because what we did was we add out the X and the Z over here. Okay, so that means 2Y degrees equals 180 degrees. Y degrees is equals to 90 degrees. And since we are looking for the value of Y is just 90. All good? Right, for the second part, this time round, they tell us that X is degree equals to Y degrees equals to Z degree. Same thing, we begin with the same line, right? X plus Y plus Z degrees equals to 180 degrees. Okay, same reason. They are angles on a straight line. So just write it down. Okay, so from here, since they are all the same, we're looking for Z. That means Z plus Z plus Z degrees, right, equals 180 degrees. So 3Z degrees is 180 degrees. Z degrees is 60 degrees, right? Therefore, the value of Z is 60. Okay, so that's for the first page. Let's move on to the next page. Okay, the next question, we have this situation, AOB plus COD and COD, they are straight line, we can see that. And they want us to find the values of the unknowns, right? So where are the unknowns? Once again, we can see that C is over here, D is over here, E is over here. So let's see how we can find C. Well, by observing the line CD, we can see that if we were to add them up, right? So we have 3C degrees plus 49 degrees plus 62 degrees. This is equal to 180 degrees, right? They are angles on a straight line. So from here we work it out. We have 3C degrees is 69 degrees. So C degrees is 23 degrees. C equals 23. Right? So we got our C. How about D? Right? So again, just observe. Okay, you can see that D is the vertically opposite from 3C. So for the second part, we can say that D degrees equals to 3C degrees. And the reason is because they are vertically opposite angles. Right? So from here, D degrees is actually the same as 69 degrees. D is equals to 69. Now, how about E, right? So E, okay, again, using vertically opposite angles, we can say that E degrees is simply 62 degrees plus 49 degrees. Again, vertically opposite angles, right? Do write down the reasons, okay? So that gives us E degrees equals to 111 degree, E equals to 111. Okay, moving on, part D. Well, part D, it looks a bit more complicated, but using the same principle, everything is going to be fine, right? Let's start by trying to look at the variable I. Okay, so we have 10i degree plus 23 degrees equals to 7i degrees plus 41 degrees, right? This is because they are vertically opposite angles. So we simplify this. This gives us 10i minus 7i is 3i. So 3i degree over 41 minus 23, that gives us 18 degrees, right? So I degrees is actually 6 degrees. I is actually equals to 6. We got that, right? Then to find J, right, all we need to do is just use angle in the straight line, right? So 5j degree minus 18 degrees, right? This one plus, okay, we can use either one. So let's use 10i degree plus 23 degrees is equals to 118 degrees. And the reason, because they are angles on a straight line. Right? So from here, okay, 5j minus 18 plus, now 10i is actually 10 times 6, which is 60, plus 23 equals to 180. So 5j is equals to 115. J is equals to 23. There we go. Right? Hope you have been successful so far. So a few more questions to go. Let's go. Last question, actually. Right? Question 13. So what are we supposed to do here, right? So in the figure, again, the first part of the question asks us to find the value of x and y. We can do that. So how do we find the value of x? Well, we just use vertically opposite angles. Does it make sense? Right, we can. Vertically opposite angles. So let's go. So 6x, part 1, let's write down, part 1. 6x is going to be equals to 34 degrees, right? 6x degrees, 34 degrees plus 186 minus 4x degrees, right? So simplifying this, 6x is equals to 220 minus 4x. 10x equals to 220. X equals to 22. Right? So we got the value of x. We need to find y. So how to find y? Alright, we can see that 3y and 6x, they form a straight line. So we can go 6x plus 3y, right, degrees, equals to 180 degrees. And the reason, they are angles on a straight line. Right? So from here, 6x is 6 times 22. 6 times 22 is 132 plus 3y equals to 180 So 3y is equals to 48. Let's move up a bit. Y will be equal to 16. So we have successfully found our x and y. Right, second part of the question, they want us to find the obtuse angle AOD and the reflex angle COE.